children, so we are going to start new chapter, sources of energy. What is energy? Energy is the power to do work, or it is the ability to work. And we have so many energy. We are using a lot of energy in our life, like muscular energy, kinetic energy, then potential energy. One form of energy is converted into another energy. Without energy, we cannot imagine our life. Electrical energy is an important part of our daily life. Let it be in the household, let it be in industries. Okay. Now, these energies can be derived from a fuel. Now, what is the characteristics of a good source of fuel? How should be the fuel? The fuel should have high energy output per unit mass or volume. That means it should have high calorific value. It should produce a lot of energy. Easily available, it should be easily available, easy to store and transport, and it should be economical. Economical means it should be of low cost. It should be cheap. Now, there are two types of energy sources: conventional sources of energy and non-conventional sources of energy. Everyone knows what is the meaning of conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy are those sources of energy which are used from the ancient times, like wood, charcoal, okay, flowing water, fossil fuel, etc. Non-conventional sources of energy are those which are used in a limited form, like solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, ocean energy, thermal energy, like this. Now, this energy can be of two types. The sources of energy can be of again two types: renewable source of energy and non-renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources of energy are those which can be renewed again and again, and non-renewable are those which cannot be renewed. Okay, so we can call them as exhaustible and inexhaustible sources of energy also. Renewable sources of energy are inexhaustible, whereas non-renewable sources of energy are exhaustible sources of energy. Next, fossil fuels. Fuels that are formed from the dead remains of plants and animals are called as fossil fuel. Okay, millions of years ago, the vegetation and animals get deep buried inside the earth's crust or in the water bodies. They undergo carbonization process and they get converted into fuels. So such kind of fuels are called as fossil fuels. Example: coal, petroleum and natural gases. Now, what are the advantages of fossil fuel? Fossil fuels produce a lot of energy and they have high calorific value. Disadvantages are that they produce acid rain. They are responsible for acid rain and air pollution, and in turn they are responsible for global warming. Okay. Now, fossil fuels like coal are used in thermal power plants. Okay, thermal power plants are the plants where fossil fuel coal is used for producing electricity. How they use the coal? They use coal for burning or for heating water and converting it into steam. Now, this steam then rotates the turbine of generator and then electricity is produced. So, this happens like this. Okay. Coal is used in the boilers where steam is produced. Steam is used to run the shafts or turbines of the generators, and generators produce electricity. Next form of energy is hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity is the electricity derived from water. For this purpose, dams are created in which water is collected first, then the water is allowed to fall from the top. Now, when the water is allowed to fall from the top, it will run the blades of the turbine which is connected to the generator, and then the generator produces electricity. So, in this, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy first, and then the kinetic energy is converted into electric energy. So, these are the big dams in which the water is collected as a reservoir, and then this water is allowed to fall from a height. Okay. What are the advantages and disadvantages of hydroelectricity? Advantages: it does not create pollution and it is a non-renewable source of energy. Disadvantages: construction of dams causes ecological balance, then greenhouse gases are formed, a large vegetation and animals get submerged in water, they get deeply buried in water, and it also causes soil erosion. Okay. Next form of energy is wind energy, that we get from the kinetic energy of the wind. We produce electricity from the kinetic energy of the wind. Now for wind to blow, three factors are responsible. One is unequal heating of land by sun rays, second rotation of earth, and the local conditions that are established in the area. And the windmills are established in the areas. The windmills run the turbine of generator. The rotatory motion of windmill will run the turbine of generator, but a single windmill is not enough to give the output for commercial purposes. So wind farms are set up. Okay. Large areas are undertaken by the windmills and wind farms are set up. Advantages: it is eco-friendly and non-renewable source of energy. No recurring expenses for the production of electricity. Disadvantages: can be used in those places where wind speed is 15 km per hour. Okay, the turbine can run only when the wind speed is 15 km per hour. Below that speed it cannot run. So it is compulsory or mandatory for the wind speed to be 15 km per hour. Now to establish a wind farm, a large area is required. Okay, it requires a large area. That is one of the disadvantages. Now cost of establishment is also very high. Okay, cost of establishment is also very high, and the blades and the towers are exposed to vagaries of nature. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it is very high, so the blades and the towers, they undergo rusting, and so high level of maintenance is required. Okay, now one more thing you should remember: Denmark is called the country of winds, and it uses wind energy to fulfill 25% of its total energy requirements. Okay, in India about 45,000 megawatt stands. Okay, and it stands fifth behind Germany, Denmark, etc. And the largest wind farm in India produces 400 megawatts of electricity, and it is located in Kanyakumari of Tamil Nadu. And India produces about 45,000 megawatt of wind energy, electricity from wind energy. So next types of forms of energy we'll learn in the next class.